Men, what was your biggest "I've never done this for another girl before" moment? My girlfriend waited a year before she introduced me to her family. When I finally met her mom, she accidentally spilled my glass of water all over me 5 times, and gave me a kid's portion dinner plate. But how did I respond? Well, it got to the point where I renamed my family dog after her. Dogs are her favorite animal, and when this failed to impress, I knew I had to up my game. So eventually I had to play the "I own a real estate investing company" card. Basically my wife works as a lawyer, and works more hours than me, but I still earn more than her. Go figure, right? But I may as well be homeless, and taking that Fetty Wap every day, because that's all I am to mother-in-law. Trying to win her over recently, I got her to talk to me about houses because we were talking about my job. My ears lit up when she mentioned her dream house that she couldn't afford. I instantly recognized the street and house she was referring to because it was part of the houses I had developed a couple of years ago. It was in this conversation that she asked me what my plan is, if her daughter realizes she deserves more. Maintaining eye contact, I told her that won't happen because I'm doing well with my job, and can definitely support her daughter. She just sighed and told me I should cut my losses, and move on while it's still easy. She told me that I was a good man, but I just wasn't the best fit for her daughter. I just imagined my daughter dating someone else, she said. I looked at her and said, like, who? That's when she broke the news that she had a friend, who owned a clothing store that had a son, and I guess they both made a promise to try to play matchmaker, because that meant her daughter would get married, and join the business. I slowly counted to 10, while holding back tears. I spent the last couple of months trying to get this woman to like me, but it felt like nothing was working. I told her that I was never going to leave her daughter, and that I would treat her daughter way better than her friend's son ever could. She cackled like a witch before going back to work, and telling her daughter makes more than me, and that her friend's son could triple both our incomes combined. I looked at her and asked her how she would know if her daughter was making more than me. She told me that it doesn't take a genius to know that a lawyer will make more than a real estate agent. I didn't want to argue with her anymore, so I pretended that I had to go somewhere that day. I ended up contacting the owner and tried acquiring the house. The owner wasn't interested in selling their house at first, but everything always has a price when it's right. The owner was a hard person to negotiate with, and I'm sure I lost the deal, but I honestly didn't care much. Throughout the past 3 or 4 months I've had to deal with paperwork, inspection, and the whole process of buying the house. I stopped visiting mother-in-law, who never stopped hinting to my wife about her friend's son, and my wife always shut down the idea and always told her that she's married and to respect that. Update: the owner of the house agreed to put it on hold for me, after giving him a generous non-refundable down payment. So I have 6 months to generate enough money for mother-in-law's dream house, with absolutely no plan and tens of thousands of dollars on the line. Update 2: I confided in one of my workers about the situation, and they recommended trying investing in things outside of houses, but I know he thinks I'm doomed. Update 3: before I start I just want to say thank you so much for your guys' responses. It really means a lot to me, because family is everything. So this has been a really rough time for me. It's been 3 months, and with the help of a work group chat and an app they got me to download, I managed to make 30K, meaning I got mother-in-law's dream house. I wish you guys could have been there when I slammed the house keys on the table, right in front of her face. It's safe to say that my place in this family is secured. Edit: sorry guys, I forgot to mention the app is called Bloom. Learn to invest.